Hello, welcome to episode 9 of High Speed Hangover podcast. This is Liam Farrar. Now, unfortunately, Gray can't be with me today. I'm doing this all by myself because he's very ill. He's bear sick.
Ha ha ha. I'm not bear sick. I'm quite well, thank you. Well enough to do this anyway.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. And in fact, if I concentrate on my sore throat, I can say, High Speed Hangover Podcast, Issue 9, and sound all heavy and, interesting.
Okay, can you talk normally? You're not that ill, for fuck's sake.
No, I'm fine, actually. I was ill the other day, but now I'm well. We just pretended I'm ill for some kind of drama.
Just to make Head Trip and Rebecca laugh, as they always do.
Stop mentioning Head Trip and Rebecca in every show. Everyone's going to think it's just a show just for them two.
Yeah, but, they are the most loyal fans.
They are the most loyal fans.
They're the ones who are sharing it and downloading it.
I think on the next show we're going to get Head Trip on. I think we keep saying it, and I was talking to him, and I think for the next show we can get Head Trip down, and he's going to play a selection of bands that are part of this NYDM heavy metal club thing that he belongs to.
What? It's going to be his choice only?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because I want to choose bands for the next episode. Not.
Yeah, well, we'll have to
one.
thrash it out. We'll have to thrash it. Well,
you can choose one.
There's no point in him coming away every just to choose one. But I did say we were going to do a themed show for his bands on his thing, just a one-off special kind of thing.
Yeah, but 10th anniversary's got to be for everything, not just the NYDM, LODM. That can be from episode 12 or something like that.
I see. Well, what we'll do then? Well, we'll work something out.
But we will have Head Trip's voice featured on the next episode.
Yeah, and maybe Rebecca as well.
We could just have Head Trip going, alright geezers, this is Head Trip from Metal Perv TV.
Yeah,
and
Metal Perv TV, watch Metal Perv TV or I'll smack you with my hammer of bludgeoning.
Yeah, you like my Head Trip impression?
I will destroy you with my shovel of death if you don't listen to High Speed Hangover Podcast.
Okay, now enough about them two.
Yeah, stop being silly.
Let's talk about the band.
Oh, no, actually, it's something I want to talk about.
Okay.
Something I'm quite disheartened and saddened by. Something that fills me with dread. No, not enough shares. That's the one thing. No, the fact that you're not called Gimp Master anymore. We haven't called you Gimp Master for 3 weeks now or something. What's going on? Your fascination with Gimp suits died out, has it?
Well, I think my fascination with Gimp suits is so last summer.
Yeah, fair enough. You've moved on, man. That's slept on.
I'm matured, yeah.
You're matured
who says slept on? No one says that anymore.
Like an old tomato.
No one says slept on.
No, that slept on phrase is so slept on, man. No one says it anymore.
No. Alright, we need to stop being stupid and stop yabbering.
Yeah, let's play some music. Let's play some excellent. Who's choosing first, you or me?
Me.
Go on then, what you want?
Oh my god.
What are you going to play?
It's going to be Head Trip related. This band is called Sigil or Sigil. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Head Trip's old band.
One of them two. This is his old band. Fucking good band. Well, on Metal Archive it says they're thrash metal, but I would sort of disagree because I like to disagree with things because I'm a dickhead.
They're kind of hardcore thrash, aren't they?
They're hardcore thrash and a bit of death metal in there. Old school death metal if you listen to them.
And he was one of the singers, wasn't he? Because there was 2 singers, wasn't there?
Yeah. Well, basically...
See if you can pick out which one's him.
If I'm correct, Head Trip is the one who does the deeper growls, and the other geezer does the higher pitched growls.
Fair enough.
If I'm correct. Now, I think he featured on their second release. But apparently, if I remember correctly, in a conversation I had with him a few years ago, he said he was a massive fan of them before he joined them, so it must have been a big honour for him. Now, I want to apologise for this, but I actually got this tune from YouTube downloader, from YouTube video,
horror.
And then I converted it into audio, so please don't beat me up if you, or any of the other old Sigil
No wonder they're not millionaires, people like you downloading their stuff for free.
No, yeah.
Terrible man.
Yeah, but Head Trip's good friends with us, so hopefully he will excuse me.
Hopefully they'll only break one of your legs.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the song called?
This one is from their Vision of the Future album, which came out in 2009. The song is called Vision of the Future.
Okay, that was Sigil there from Sigil. No, that was Sigil, our mate Head Trip on vocals, or half the vocals, and that was called Vision of the Future.
From the Vision of the Future album. Now,
was it actually an album or a demo?
It's like, well, it said on YouTube when Hedrick uploaded it, it said from the album, but I don't really know because the album hasn't been submitted on Metal Archives, only the first one.
I've got to say, I've not really listened to Sigil. I mean, I saw him live, I think, once.
Oh, no,
but I've never actually got around to listening to them. Never had any of their stuff on, I think. So that was a good tune anyway. Yeah. I enjoyed that. So
if you want to get the album, just add him on Facebook and say, all right, mate, can you give me the album, please, or buy it of you if you've still got any.
Or get Liam Fry to download it if you for nothing, like the evil pirate that he is.
Nah. That was just one song. I'm actually gonna ask Hedrick for the whole album, and if he's gonna charge it, I will charge it. I'll actually happily pay like £1 million if I had it.
Yeah, right, just fair enough. In that case, I've got some old demos you can buy. Anyway, right, let's move on with the show. Let's slow it down a bit. Slow it down with an old doom metal band. I think they were from London, definitely from the UK anyway, and they were called The River. And this is from their album called Drawing Down the Sun, I think it's called, and the tune is called If Only.
Try so hard to make things
That was If Only by The River from the album Drawing Down the Sun. Now, I heard of Drawing Down the Moon. Drawing Down the Moon is like a witchcrafty kind of thing. So, Drawing Down the Sun, that's kind of like a reverse doom metal take on Drawing Down the Moon, maybe. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
I think they might have split up The River as well. I think I did hear that they were no longer going, which is a shame because they're quite a good band, I think, if you like your doomy. Anyway, some doomy doom. What are you going to play for us? Some thrashy thrash or some deafy deaf?
I was actually going to play a band which is a bit of everything in a way, basically.
Right.
They're called Phyrexia. Now, an interesting fact about them is they did have the singer Elliot from Eternum in them. I think he was in Phyrexia first, actually, if I'm correct, because Phyrexia have been around a bit longer. I might be wrong, so please correct me if I am wrong. But they've been around for a long time. Probably about 5 years or something like that.
Is it as long as that? Maybe.
Yeah, they're a band that mixes a bit of death metal,
They've got a bit of everything going on.
Power metal, melodic stuff. It's like a bit of everything, really. A bit of Opeth in there. Now, I'm not a big fan of Opeth, but Phyrexia do it pretty well, so good on you, lads. Good on you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I was at their first gig. At least I think I remember hearing it at the time. I went to Dave Sherd on drums to a gig at the Royal Standard in Walthamstow, and this band Phyrexia were playing. That's got to be about 4 or 5 years ago now.
I ain't seen them live before.
I've seen them a couple of times.
But I do know that they put on a stage, and they're quite innovative because they actually got a keyboard player.
Yeah, there's about 6 of them or something. It's like they fill the stage up.
I mean, for the little London metal community, that is unheard of.
Well, what's the song called?
The song is called 1914. Probably, I'm guessing about World War One, because who else would put 1914 in the title? I mean, who?
Well, that's when
they're not old enough to reminisce 1914, are they?
No.
Unless they just scrub up well for their age.
Unless something happened that was really
younger.
At about 7:15.
Well, this song isn't actually from the album. This is actually from a little EP they did called Children of the Dawn, which came out in 2011, and this song is called 1914 by Phyrexia.
That was 1914 by Phyrexia, and we're not sure if it's a reference to the World War One or if it's a reference to 7:15 in the afternoon. Maybe that's the time they spark up a doob or something.
How about
chillax with that kind of image?
How do you know they smoke weed?
I don't. I'm just talking bollocks.
I mean, they could. They probably couldn't. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe they do.
Let's ask them.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they like to have toast.
Let's walk up to them and go, "Hey, Phyrexia guys, do you all smoke weed?"
Yeah. Could do, though it's hardly important, really. Anyway, so that was from their EP, wasn't it?
Yep.
And that was, what did you say the EP was called again?
Children of the Dawn.
Cool. And they got anything else available?
But yes, because after that, a year later, they did an album called Death on Red Wings.
Cool.
Bloody good album, so get it if you can. We actually haven't got possession of the album yet.
That's because we're skint and we can't afford to buy anything.
That's why we just chose the EP, because the EP was a lot cheaper than the album.
Right, yeah, cool. Right then, well, let's move on with the show. Let's let me choose a tune this time. Right, I think this time we've had a bit of Doom. We've had, what else? We had a bit of kind of, whatever Phyrexia, kind of...
Death, power metal, thrash.
Yeah,
a bit of thrash,
bit of everything metal. Let's have a bit of all-out thrash or be thrashed by a Belgian band called Tiburon. Now they've got a Spanish name. There's a name. Tiburon is shark in Spanish, but actually no, that's not Belgium. I can't remember where they're from now. Switzerland or the Netherlands? No, some Luxembourg, something like that, from some little place. I'll look it up and let you know afterwards. But these are one of them bands that are really, really slept on. No, they're not slept.
Stop using that word.
I'm not going to use that phrase anymore. You got that into my head. You started saying that phrase and you've made it into my brain. No, they
weren't slept on. They were sat on.
No, they weren't anything on. They were just kind of like really, really underground. Like they got no presence anywhere. They got no Facebook, as far as I know. They got no YouTube.
The band
accounts.
is so underground that you just have to dig somewhere.
Basically,
to
yeah.
find it.
I managed to buy an EP that I found in a second-hand shop from them. Then many years later, I actually managed to find their website and. I had to buy it straight from them on the website. They've got nothing on, no online sort of like Bandcamp or anything like that. At least they didn't. And as far as I'm aware, they still haven't. I mean, this band is so kind of underground. I did their Last FM entry because I wanted it to be up there, and I put a couple of their video tunes up on YouTube as well because I think they're a really good band. I'm surprised that they're not really got a lot further, to be honest. But there you go. Anyway, this song is called "Thrash or Be Thrashed."
Thrash or be thrashed. Tear them to pieces. Send them to hell. Push or be pushed. Thrash or be thrashed. Send them to pieces. Send them to hell.
That was Thrash or Be Thrashed by Tiburon. Awesome band who are actually from Switzerland.
They were from Switzerland. I did guess it eventually.
So yeah, we did.
And
we are
that album was called 5906376000 Mission Pluto from 2006.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting title for I have no idea what it means. Maybe that's how many miles it is away from the Earth or something. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, good band. Check them out if you get a chance. I think you probably have to contact them through their they had an online account. I'll put the details on the podcast anyway. But check them out. And if I'm not sure if they're on Facebook now, but they certainly weren't last couple of times I searched for them. All right, let's move on with the show anyway. What are you going to play for us now, Mr. Farrar?
I'm going to play another hardcore band.
Right.
Because I'm getting into my hardcore a bit because I want to prove my hard. I want to build on my hard man repetition.
Yeah. You need to get some tattoos, mate.
Yeah.
Some piercings.
I need to go bald again and just get a big circle drawn on my head to prove how hard I am.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, no, I won't do that. But this band is called Juggernaut. Now, they are just like Sigil, just like Dishonour as a Crown, just like Cremated. When you listen to them, it feels like you're getting your nuts squeezed in while getting punched in the face. And then, if you're still conscious after all that brutality beating, you'll get kicked to the ground and then they'll probably all piss on you.
So it's all aggro and attitude, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, fucking hell. Juggernaut are, real hard. I haven't seen them live yet, but I love to see them live. And just to prove how tough I am.
Right, you're going to get in the pit, yeah, and mosh it up like a lunatic.
Yep, and then I'll probably get...
And then you'll come home and cry to mummy. And she'll tuck you in bed and say, there, my little soldier, don't worry.
No. Well, actually, tell a lie. They're hardcore with thrash influences.
Right.
Now, this is from their... EP they did last year called Hooligan. This song is called Hooligan and the band is Juggernaut. Hooligan, you're a fucking hooligan. Okay, that was Hooligan by Juggernaut, fucking sick song from their EP called Hooligan. You can get it from, actually they got a few songs on their little Bandcamp if I'm correct, but you have to sign up for mailing list.
Oh, that's quite, I've seen that quite a bit with bands. You get a free EP, but they put you on a mailing list. That's only fair, isn't it? If it's free, my favourite price, then you
said that again.
I know. I knew it would annoy you.
Bloody good band, and Metal Perv have also put them up on their thing, so yeah, check them out live.
Yeah, they played the Unicorn last week, didn't they? And Metal Perv TV were there, and they got some good video
with Cremated.
Yeah, that's right, they played with Cremated, yeah. I missed that gig, but so the other Metal Perv TV guys were there, and they filmed some footage, so go and check that out on Metal Perv TV blog if you want to see
and
some
get
video.
The album, EP.
Yeah, get some video, whatever, yeah. Right, let's move on then. I'm going to play a little bit of thrash again. This is Resin Wolf. Now, I couldn't remember if we'd played them on our show already or not. I had to go back through because I thought Resin Wolf, that's bound to be a band we would have played already because they're a good name in the underground UK thrash scene, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm assuming we hadn't actually played them yet, so which is good. It means we can play them now. And this track is called Life Among the Dead. An excellent bit of thrash there from Resin Wolf. And that was taken off a little 2-track EP that they brought out, I think it was 2010, called The Nightmare Begins. And that song was called Life Among the Dead.
Now, they actually had a music video with that as well.
All right, we'll have to check that out. Yeah, cool. I can't remember if I've actually seen Resin Wolf now. It's one
haven't.
No, it's one of them bands. The name's always cropping up. And I think a couple of times I might have played, I've actually missed them. I can't remember if I've actually seen them now or not.
To be fair, I don't think they've played London that much.
Not a great deal. I think a couple of times they got cancelled as well.
I mean, not as much as bands like Chemical and Shrapnel. I mean, they're at London, especially Shrapnel, they're at London all the time.
Yeah.
But
Resin Wolf need to get their asses down to the Unicorn, man. What's going on?
I mean, it's kind of like they're just like, man, we just want to be cool and obscure.
They're avoiding me.
And we want to be that cool just by avoiding London, because London is a weird place.
London is so last year, man. London is so slept on.
Yeah. All right, now I think it's my turn to choose a band, baby.
Yeah, go for it, girlfriend.
Now, this is another awesome band. A bit of old thrash now.
Cool.
Old thrash from the UK.
Excellent.
Which I think anyone who's a fan of UK thrash will definitely know about this band. It's called Acid Rain. Heard of them?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Heard of them?
Of course I've bloody heard of them. Acid Rain, see them loads of times back in the day, mate. Loads of times.
Now, the problem with them is they will never reform, but it's like they're kind of teasing us in a way.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep on teasing us, and suddenly they're going to oh, by the way, we're doing a gig next week.
Yeah, because on one of their shirts it actually says, by the way, we are not fucking reforming, which is actually pretty funny. I mean, like, for a band that is so clear about not reforming, they keep saying all this shit like, we're not reforming, also in their Yorkshire accent, lad, we're not reforming because
I think they protest too much,
families, mate. And shit. I don't know.
I think one of them's like touring with some other band as well,
and I know
like
that H
roadie or something.
I know H. What's his real name?
He's a stand-up, doesn't he?
Yeah,
stand-up comedy as well. So
Keith Platt's his name. Keith Platt.
Well, that's the name of his character. Yeah,
because
that's not his real name.
I remember him doing stand-up at Bloodstock, and I kept shouting "Acid Rain." And he was just like looking at me like, "What the fuck? Fuck off."
Well, actually, he was comparing a Gamma Bomb Onslaught gig at the garage, and he came on and pretended that he was going to do an Acid Rain song with Gamma Bomb, and I was like, "Yes, Acid Rain song with Gamma," and he fucking just basically took the piss.
Cheeky bugger.
He was a cheeky bugger. But anyway, they're a wicked, excellent band, old UK band, and you're going to tell us what song you're going to play?
Yep, this is from their EP. It's called Goddess. That's
excellent.
And the EP is called Moschenstein.
It certainly is. Goddess!
Come on, press the voice, try to rescue.
That was Goddess by Acid Rain from their Moshkinstein EP, which came out in 1988.
I bought that in 1988 as well. I must have done, because I bought it just after it came out. That was actually quite early on in my metal listening life, to be honest. At that point, all I had really was a couple of most of Iron Maiden albums, because that's the band that started me.
When you first heard Acid Rain, I swear you told me that you thought they were a pile of shit.
Well, no, I didn't think they were a pile of shit. I thought they were fucking an immense noise.
You was like, what the fuck was this?
After listening to Iron Maiden being my start off, I was like, I listened to Moshkinstein, and I was like, what the fuck kind of noise is this kind of shit? But I persevered with it, and after a few listens, I heard the groove, well, not the groove, but I heard the fucking rhythm underneath what to me at the time was noise, and I fucking loved it in the end.
So in short, that was your first ever thrash release?
I'm not sure.
Actually,
no, I think I had Anthrax before that.
It was Nasty Savage, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't Nasty Savage.
That was your first thrash EP, though?
No, it wasn't. No. Nasty Savage came later than that.
Never mind.
I have no idea. I'm sure I had Anthrax at one point, but I can't remember when I got it. But 1980, I think I might have bought this the same time as I got Holosard, actually. And I think my first Man of War album, I seem to remember getting like 3 or 4 albums that go. Anyway, yeah, it started off, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, oh yeah, this is quite good, actually. Anyway, Moshkinstein, I think, is possibly their best effort, actually.
I think
some of the later stuff got a bit funnier. But
I like the one that they did in 1991.
Which one, Obnoxious?
Yeah, the one with the pink cover.
Oh no, sorry, I was calling you Obnoxious. I wasn't naming the album.
No, the one with the pink cover.
Oh, that is Obnoxious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, that's their best work.
Yeah, it's got some cracking tunes on that one. But that Goddess by After Moshkinstein is also, and Motherly Love. It's a wicked song on that album, on that EP as well. Great stuff. Anyway, let's move on with the show. That was a nice, lovely bit of UK old thrash there, and I'm going to play something which is UK again. It's kind of thrash, kind of hardcore-y, which will surprise you because you normally play the hardcore kind of tunes. But what this is a mate of mine called Poshy, and he's got a band called When Gods Burn, and this is taken off their free EPs you can download off their Bandcamp. And also the name of the track is excellent, Face of 1,000 Bastards. Now that's a song I can get behind. Alright, that was When Gods Burn there, and that track was called Face of a Thousand Bastards, and that was off their EP.
Which was named EP.
I think it was named EP.
Well, it says...
For some reason, on my media player, it just says EP. I can't see a name for the EP, so I'm just calling it... Let's call it Dave.
Yeah, or let's call it Sausages.
Yeah, the Sausages EP by When Gods Burn. When Gods Burn the Sausages.
That's just childish. That's just really childish.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot we're not being childish anymore.
Yeah, we've got to be grown up.
We are bare grown up, mate.
Mm-hmm.
We've slept on that being childish thing.
Oh, God's sake.
Go on, let's move on with the show.
Okay.
We must be coming to the end now, aren't we? No,
Yeah.
not too many more. You're next.
Mm-hmm. Now, this band is actually from the UK. They play thrash metal. They're from London. Representing London, because London haven't got that much thrash bands representing them except for Mutant, who haven't done a fucking thing in ages. So
I'm sure there's more thrash bands in London than that, isn't there?
not really, because London's
Damn
actually...
Nest have gone, I suppose.
Yeah,
Dr.
Damn Nest
Death-
have gone.
Dr. Death haven't done anything for a while.
They've split.
I'm kind of trying to think.
They've got Cremated.
Cremated are kind of from London, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're from London, Cremated.
I think they're out a bit as well, but London as well.
Who
Fair
else? Who else from Hangover, London?
Yeah, true.
Shit, man. I mean, seriously, London is actually...
That's probably
overall, as a UK thrash place, London's actually really slept on. I mean, like, a lot of the big thrash bands that came out... I mean, can you really think of a real big UK thrash band that came out of the UK that's from London? If anyone... Except for Mutant, because Mutant was...
Historically, you mean? Like, or just currently?
Anytime,
okay.
I mean, Mutant,
London UK thrash band. No, I can't think of one at the moment.
So come on, Londoners, represent.
Yeah,
get big, man.
Sort your lives out,
man. Alright, so this is Parasite, and it's from their EP called Parasite, if I'm correct. If I'm wrong, then we'll look up into it afterwards. This song is called A Fit of Thrash, because they like to have a fit of thrash.
Yeah, it's a bit of thrash called A Fit of Thrash.
So obscure is the sight, and there's a feeling inside. We know something to say. You have having a fatal flash.
That was a Fit of Thrash by Parasite, and I was wrong about the name of the EP.
You were wrong.
It wasn't called Parasite, it was called Hammer Rage.
Hammer Rage.
Fucking good EP, so get it for free. They got it on their SoundCloud.
Yeah.
So go and get your hands on it, even though
I've already downloaded it for free already.
Yeah.
Because it's good. It's pretty decent. And we saw them live.
My favourite price!
Don't say that. I've copyrighted that. My lawyer's going to be on to you. How dare you?
Damn you. Anyway, yeah, so check them out live. They're really good. They perform Megadeth and Metallica covers as well, just because people
I haven't seen them live for a while, though. I mean, I saw them at the Unicorn, and they've not seemed to have not heard much about them playing any gigs. I'm surprised, actually. I thought
they're probably recording something, or
maybe they need to get their asses in gear, play some more gigs anyway. Right. Oh, I suppose I'd best move on with the show with my tune next, shall I?
Yeah.
Should we do the live gig roundup, or should we not bother with that anymore?
Should we just put it in the description as always?
Yeah, maybe we'll do that, or maybe we just don't bother with it because people can always go on Facebook and find where the live gigs are going on.
We'll put it in the description.
Maybe. Oh, anyway, this next track I'm going to play for you is by a band called Visceral Attack. This is another free download, my favourite price, and it's called Quick and Severe, and that's the name of the EP, by the way. And this track is called Spike Death. Death by Spikes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay then.
Very spiky. I wonder if they've got a spiky logo. Spiky Death. Yeah, that was Death by Spikes by Visceral Attack, taken off their EP Quick and Severe. Jolly good stuff.
Yeah. I was
Jolly
banging
severe.
my head to it.
Jolly visceral.
Mm-hmm.
Jolly attacking.
Yep. Alright, so I think this is the last band. I'm going to scroll down.
No, I've got another one as well.
The last band of me.
Oh, your last band, yes.
Yeah,
I think
my
it
last
quite
band.
possibly is your last band.
No, I'll end it with a nice bang. This is another old classic UK thrash, but actually they weren't just UK thrash, they were UK doom thrash. Pretty innovative for the time, actually.
I think later albums were, yeah. I think
that's quite doomy on the first one.
It's quite doomy as well.
It's more thrashy, but
yeah, it's a bit more fresh in the second one.
But then they started going a bit slower and a bit slower than slower. And also, if I'm correct, some of them other members went to form My Silent Wank.
My Silent Wake. Now I think it's the main guitarist, isn't it, Ian? And before that, he was in what was the band? It was in between Ashen Mortality. That was it. He went from there to Ashen Mortality, and then from Ashen Mortality to My Silent Wake.
Okay, so basically, just say interesting fact: if you check out My Silent Wank live, you can look at the guitars and say,
Wake.
He used to play in a thrash band.
Yes.
Wow, a guy who plays slow can actually play fast.
But they also actually did a gig, like the first gig in 25 years last year. They did a gig.
But they didn't play much from their first album.
No, they didn't play much. They only played one from the first album.
It's like playing fast. Just actually would, like, if they play fast for too long, their fingers will just fly
I think
off.
they just prefer the slower kind of style nowadays. Anyway, we'll have to play an Ashen Mortality song on here one day because we've played every other band by Ian, I think.
Okay, so this is from their first album, and the song is called Dr. Hatchet, and the band is Seventh Angel.
seem to like to know. The sonic cancer, don't let it go on. The rich forgiveness in the rhythm sound. Dirty acid dressed in white. How can you sleep at night? Lives you've taken and thrown away. You have to give account on Judgment Day.
That was Dr. Hatchet by Seventh Angel from their first ever release, which came out in 1990, The Torment.
Excellent.
Now, what I request is they got when they play another gig, just play the whole The Torment album, please.
Yes, that would be nice.
That's a bit faster than the other releases, and fast is better than slow in my opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe not in your opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna call you idiots just if you prefer your later stuff, because there's nothing wrong with playing slow. But
yeah, I think I actually chatted to Ian online about it, because I heard they were playing a gig, and I said, "Oh, make sure you do this," and he said, "No." I think what it is, he doesn't like the material. He objects to some of his lyrics or something like that. He doesn't feel what he was feeling at the time when he wrote them, kind of thing. I don't know if he thinks they're too preachy
how about
or something.
how about they just rewrite the lyrics?
Oh yeah, I said that. I actually said that to him. But I never mind. It's, you do what you want to do.
Well,
I'd love to hear the album like in its entirety again, like played live. But whatever happens. Can't be helped. Anyway, last song of the show now.
Yeah,
and it's my choice. Now this is an interesting one. Now I'm pretty sure most people out there wouldn't have heard of this band. They're a band called System Corrupt, and I know them because my ex-drummer from my band Suffering, Joe, is actually the singer for this band System Corrupt. They've stopped going now, as far as I'm aware, anyway. But they had a little EP out, which was pretty decent, and this track off it is called Revenge. Anyway, goodbye. Should we say goodbye now, or should we come on at the end?
Let's say goodbye after the podcast, because everyone loves to hear our beautiful voices.
Okay. Bye-bye till the end of this song, when we say goodbye properly. Okay, that was System Corrupt there with a song off of their little demo. It didn't have a title, and the song was called Revenge. Kind of like thrashy, yeah, mainly thrash, but with female vocals. Pretty good, I thought. I quite enjoyed them, but they're no more anyway. Right, that's the end of the show.
Yeah, okay, now, this is a serious note. I mean, we say we're going serious, but we're going really serious now. Now, me and Gray were discussing, and at the moment, when we post a podcast on the band's walls, we only get, like, 1 like, and sometimes, haha, cheers, but we don't really get enough shares. I mean, yes, there are a lot of other bands, like Eternum last time. Thanks, Eternum, for sharing us.
Yeah.
I mean, they shared us and got us a few new likes. Thanks a lot to them. And now we'd like to thank other people. Like, we'd like to thank Hedrip and Rebecca from Metal Perv TV, who are always sharing us, really supporting us.
Cheers, guys.
We'd like to thank Anthony, who does the British Thrashers page from Manchester. So thanks a lot for sharing us every time we post it on your page.
Cheers, mate.
Yep.
Basically, I would say thanks to everyone for sharing our stuff, our thing. But I would also like to say bands that we feature, please, could you like our Facebook page, and please could you share the podcast.
We're not going to go around and threaten you. We're not going to go like, you better fucking share our page, otherwise we're going to track you down. Instead, we're going to be like, if you don't, please, we'll give you free money.
No, I'll give them free money. You got to give them a blowjob.
No.
No, fair enough. No, basically, joking aside, please share this podcast on your pages so that all the bands get more attention from all the fans of all the other bands.
Because more attention for us is actually
spread
really
the word,
good.
Support the underground,
and
yo.
And also, if anyone from them Thrash groups that we post it on, from Thrash and Thrashers, please like it and share it, please. We beg you, like the guys from Death Rays, if they're listening to this, or Social Bomb, who we will feature in the future. They're from Texas as well, not Austin, Texas, by the way. Ha!
Houston, Texas?
Don't
know. We'll find out another day.
Yeah.
Anyway, basically, please share the podcast and keep listening in, and see you next time.
Oh yeah, next episode will be the 10th episode, so we just want to mention right at the end that it's going to be a special episode, and we're going to request this. We want a lot of different people featuring on it. You can send in some voice clips saying, just for example, just saying, hello, we are Desolator, this is an example, and you are listening to High Speed Hangover podcast, and happy 10th episode, and we wish you luck with another 10 more. And also, we actually plan to make this a weekly thing now.
Yes, we're going to make it weekly. Alright then, over and out.
Farewell.